What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brianna, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome, but if you're not new, welcome back. What's poppin'?
It's you, it's not even nobody bad, it's you. Come on, baby, you know that I'm bagging you. I had to get a Louis on bag or two. It is no one that is bad as you. We got no baddicks on baddicks too. Made it straight to the top, got a whole lot to lose. Keep on asking me, trying to find the truth. I said, baby, I'm better off lying to you. I said, baby, I'm better off lying to you. You will never be able to find the root. Everything on me designer too. Everything on me designer top too. All of my diamonds, they pink or they blue.
So as y'all can see from the title of today's video, your girl is back with another story time. And y'all, today's story time is really crazy. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this story time. I think it's gonna be like the time I was almost kidnapped or something like that. And y'all probably like, girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, yes. I'm probably being dramatic, but no, I'm not being dramatic because like I really thought I was finna get kidnapped. This story is crazy. So get your popcorn, get your snacks. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. I'm gonna put these names up on the screen. And make sure you guys support my businesses. I do graphic designs and I also sell digital planners. Everything will be linked down below in the description box, all the websites and everything. So make sure you guys support your girl. And with all of that being said, let's just go ahead and get into the video. So boom, so this story happened 2 years ago when I was in 12th grade. So this happened in 2022, like towards the end of my 12th grade year. So we were supposed to go on like this field trip, right? Like my school, they had like this thing where every year they would take the 12th graders to Six Flags at the end of the school year. And y'all want to know what I realized when I was in high school? When you're in high school, you do not go on field trips like that. Like I remember in middle school, we was going on trips like every other month. But when I got to 9th grade, we was not going on no field trips. I was like, I don't know if they think we're grown or whatever because we're in high school and we don't need to go on field trips. But baby, I still want to take my trips, okay? So when I got to 12th grade and I found out like we was going to go to Six Flags and stuff at the end of the year, I was hyped. I was like, yes. That's what I've been waiting on. Anyway, I got to 12th grade. Fast forward to like towards the end of the school year. And you know how like when you're a senior at the end of the year, you have to pay like your senior dues, senior fees, whatever it's called. Once it started getting closer to May, they started telling us about like the trip, like the Six Flags trip or whatever. So like I said, I was excited. I was like, I done paid my senior fees. Like I'm ready for the trip. Like everything is good. Like I'm thinking everything's cool, right? Y'all, tell me why literally 1 week before the trip, I ended up getting sick. Now, this should have been my first red flag to not go on the trip. Like, this was guys saying, girl, do not go. It was just like a little cold. It wasn't nothing crazy or nothing. It was just like a little cold. I was still upset, though, because I was like, why would I get sick a week before the trip? Like, I've been looking forward to going to this trip for the whole school year, and now I done got sick a week before we're supposed to go. Like what? So the day before we're supposed to go to Six Flags, I started feeling better. Like I started feeling, you know, good enough to be able to go. The day comes where we're supposed to go on the Six Flags trip, right? So I go to school that day. I think the seniors, we had to like meet back up at the school at like 5 or 6 or something. So I go to school that day, I leave, and then like all the seniors and stuff, we all come back later that day. So I go back up to the school and it's like a teacher, she has like this sheet of paper and she's like going down looking at all the names or whatever, just basically verifying that everybody who's here is supposed to be here, because like I told y'all, we had to pay like our senior fees and stuff, and if you didn't pay like the senior fees, then you weren't able to go on the trip. So she gets to me and she's like, what's your name? And I tell her my personalized name and she's like, I don't see you on the list. And so she goes to like another teacher and she's like, can I see your list? Can I see your list? And she gets the other teacher list and I wasn't on that list either. And then she was like, did you pay for the trip? And I was like, yes, I paid my senior fees. And she was like, no. She was like, no, it was not included in the senior fees. It was separate. And I'm like, well, nobody told me nothing. So this should have been my second red flag to not go on the trip. The first red flag was when I got sick. The second red flag was when my name wasn't on the list. I'm telling her, I'm like, I paid my senior fees. I paid everything. Like, what you mean my name not on the list? And she's like, no, like it's separate. And I was like, okay, well, can I just pay now? And I can't remember what she said, but for some reason I couldn't pay right there on the spot. She said I had to like try to pay at Six Flags or something. I had to like buy an actual Six Flags ticket. So I'm like, all right, at this point, y'all, everybody's on the bus. Like all the kids are on the bus. Everybody's on the bus. except for me and this teacher. Like, we the only ones standing outside the bus still talking. Like, at this point, we holding up the bus. So she's like, come on, let's just go. Like, we'll see if you're able to buy a ticket at Six Flags. So I get on the bus with the rest of the seniors. We leave school and we go to Six Flags. So once we get to Six Flags, I was able to get a ticket there. So I was able to get my ticket and go in. So when we got to Six Flags, everything was cool. Like, the vibe was cool or whatever. But it was a lot of people there because it was seniors there from like all the schools in the county. Like, Six Flags, they weren't open for the public. They were like closed. Other people couldn't get in, but it was just open for like seniors that night. So it was just 12th graders from like all different schools and stuff. And I saw like a lot of my friends who were like in different schools and stuff. So it was really fun. Like, it was like a crossover episode on Disney Channel. We got there at like, I want to say like 7 or something, and we didn't leave until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then this is when things took a turn. So basically, like I said, we got there at 7. We went in. I met up with like my friends that were in my class and like friends from like different schools. We rode all the roller coasters and we had a good old time. Then like around like 3 o'clock, when it was time for us to go, like the teachers and stuff, they like called us up and we all like met up or whatever. And then they took roll to make sure like everybody was still here and make sure nobody got lost or anything. So then we got on the bus and we drove back to the school. So once we drove back to the school, everybody like got off the bus and like got in their cars and drove home. So when I get home, y'all, tell me why I got a message on my phone and I still have the message. I screenshotted it. Well, it wasn't a message, it was a notification. But I screenshotted the notification and I'm gonna put it on the screen. Basically, it was like an Apple AirTag has been located on you. Your current location is being tracked by the owner. If you're unaware of what an Apple AirTag is, basically it's like this tracking device that Apple came out with. And honestly, I don't even know what it's for. I think they made it so you can like put it on your keys or something. So if you lose like your key or wallet or something, you can track it. I don't know what their purpose was in making these AirTag devices. When they first came out, people were using them for the wrong reasons. Like, I had seen a lot of TikToks of people saying that they were finding AirTags hidden on their cars and stuff like that, where people were like following them and putting AirTags on them so they can track them. I had seen a lot of story times like on TikTok about that, where people were finding AirTags on them and stuff and were basically telling you to just be careful. But like, you know, you never think stuff like that is gonna happen to you. When I saw this notification saying that there was an AirTag on me, I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my God, somebody put an AirTag on me, somebody is tracking me, and somebody is about to try to kidnap me. Like, I'm really thinking that somebody's gonna kidnap me. So I click on the notification. Basically, it showed like a map of like everywhere I had been. And when I was like walking around like the amusement park, it showed like everywhere I had been. Like, it showed like when I got back to the school, like it showed like everywhere I had been around Six Flags. So it pulled up like the map or whatever, and then like I kept scrolling down, and basically it was like a message, and it was like, if this is your AirTag, you can just disregard this message. But if this is not your AirTag, then you need to find it and deactivate it. And it was like the owner of this object might still have access to your location. Like, y'all, I was freaking out. Like, I was panicking. Like, at this point, y'all, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm already tired because I was just at Six Flags walking around for like the past 6-7 hours. So like, I genuinely just don't have the energy to be dealing with this. So I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? So I look in my bag because when I went to Six Flags, y'all, I had on a jumpsuit. I didn't have on a jacket or anything. I just had on like this jumpsuit. It didn't have any pockets or nothing in it. So it's not like there was anything in my pocket or nothing like that. And I didn't bring a purse with me. I brought a fanny pack. So I get my fanny pack and I'm dumping everything out my fanny pack, trying to see if there's an AirTag in there or something. There was nothing in my fanny pack. I took my shoes off and was shaking my shoes out, y'all. There was nothing in my shoe. I'm like, okay, where's this AirTag? I'm looking everywhere for it. I'm like, I don't see it. Mind you, a fanny pack, it wraps around your waist. So I'm like, how would somebody be able to put something in my bag if it's literally strapped around my waist? And the whole time I was at Six Flags, like I said, it was a lot of people there. but nobody came like close up enough to me to be able to like put an air tag on like my bag or anything. So I'm thinking, I'm like, how could this have happened? Like, is this just like an error or something? And I'm just still like panicking because I'm like, bro, what if somebody really put an air tag on me and they're tracking me? Y'all, I was so paranoid. I was literally looking out my window. Like, I was literally like peeking out my window and stuff. Like, y'all, you would have thought the ops was after me. Like, you really would have thought the ops was coming for me. The way I was looking out the window, looking down the street, like, I just knew somebody was just waiting at the end of the street for me. So I was like panicking and stuff for like a good 40 minutes. And then I finally decided, I was like, you know what? I cannot find this air tag. Like, maybe this was just a mistake. Maybe somebody who I came in contact with at Six Flags had an air tag and it just picked up on my phone. So I'm like, maybe that's what happened because I can't find this air tag. So I was like, you know what? It's super duper late. I'm gonna just go to sleep and figure it out tomorrow. Fast forward, the next day I woke up, I still never found the air tag. I never got another notification on my phone about the air tag. So honestly, y'all, I just let the situation go. To this day, I still have no idea what that was about. But y'all, at the moment, that was really, really scary for me because during this time when Apple first came out with AirTags, a lot of people were using them to like track people and like plant them on people in public. And that's like really dangerous. Like, you could really get kidnapped and just all type of stuff from stuff like that, because it's some crazy people in this world. So when I got that notification saying that somebody could potentially be tracking my location, I was really like freaking out. Like, I really thought I was gonna get kidnapped, y'all. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I really thought somebody was like watching me and they were just waiting so they can just pop out and just kidnap me. Like, I really thought it was over. But to this day, y'all, I have never found that air tag. Like, I'm just convinced that there was never an air tag on me in the first place because I never found it. And like I said, I didn't have any pockets or anything. So I have no idea what that message was about. My theory that I came up with to help me sleep at night was that somebody around me probably just had one. Like, I probably came in contact with someone who had like an air tag in like their pocket or whatever, and my phone probably just picked it up because it was nearby. So I really feel like that's probably what happened. But that's what I told myself what happened. But yeah, that's my story on how I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Y'all, the red flags was red flagging. Like, when I got sick, that was my sign not to go on the trip. And then when it was time to go and they were like, your name isn't on the list, that was my second red flag. Do not go on the trip. Of course, I saw the red flags and I said, baby, it's okay because we're going to Six Flags. Like, who cares about the red flag? And I went on the trip anyway, and that happened. But luckily, I was okay. Like, I still had a really fun time on the field trip. But anyways, you guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and comment your thoughts down below in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. And make sure you guys follow all my social medias. They'll be up here on the screen. Also, make sure you guys support my businesses. I'm a graphic designer and I also sell digital planners. Both websites will be linked in the description box down below. So make sure you shop and support. And with all of that being said, that really completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.